both sides.
Hello everybody, welcome back to New York Talk. This is the instant reaction as we look back on a game of football that happened against Wycombe Wanderers. We've got full guests. We've got the exiles here. We've got two London Millers and a Derby Miller here with us. So it's a rare treat for everybody. Tom, first of all, not a particularly enjoyable game, but if you can't win, don't lose.
Yeah, I don't appreciate the exiles, but yeah. No, completely agreed. I mean, it was a game of football. I think Wycombe came and played football, and I think we tried to match it as best we could. I think that's best you can say about the game, if I'm being honest. In a completely neutral perspective, it was not a contest you'd watch back. But look, I mean, Wycombe came, scored off of a goal that was very avoidable from a Rotherham perspective, and played out the rest of the game as you would expect a team would away from home. I think they defended very, very well. Off the ball were excellent, I think. And we couldn't break them down. You could equally say that we weren't very good at home. But second half, it was a different game, and I think 1-1 is pretty fair based on that.
Possibly. Joy, on the goal, I can't remember who scored, but it was coming a little bit. Anya Dimner, who we know very well, caused us all sorts of problems out left side, and that's we've kind of found out the hard way why you don't play a midfielder at left wing back today, sadly.
Well, this is it. I mean, they're 44, wasn't he? He was their outball every time, and he set up the goal. I mean, it did have a little bit of luck about it when it cannoned off of, I don't know, it canned off of, and it just set up lovely. Yeah. And he was just in the right place at the right time, I think, their guy, to just nod it into the net. It was one of those things. I think I agree with Tom. I mean, I found the first half a bit like the weather, a bit drab.
Yes.
To be brutally honest, but it did pick up towards the latter end of the first half. We started putting a few passes together, and then, but I think it's the same old thing for me. We're just too slow.
Yes.
Too tippy-tappy. There's no urgency. We were all cold sat in that concrete ball. We needed a bit of fire. Yeah. And they couldn't ignite us. No. And we couldn't ignite them today. No,
I think that's fair. They go 1-0 up, Stephen, and just like the moon will always come up in the night, Wycombe will always time waste and slow the game down. And we just didn't really deal with that side of the game, really. I mean, that stopped us kind of getting any momentum, the Wycombeness of Wycombe today.
I think that's a little harsh, actually.
Okay,
I think quite a few sides play like that here anyway. I mean, I'm a little bit more optimistic about today's game. I agree the first half was a bit meh. We stood off them too much and allowed them to play in front of us. And I agree with Joy, the 10 minutes before half time we started to pick up a bit because we got in the faces a bit more. Second half, I really enjoyed the second half, thankfully. After 3 years of being bored, I'll take anything that I enjoy here. We should in the end have won it, really. Yeah. I mean, if we'd have been a bit more careful and more decisive in some of the passing movement, not the passing movements, but the crossing. And we got in so many good positions. Yeah. And just either didn't hit one of our men or just hit theirs. Big marks to Jordan Hugo today before anybody else says. For a guy who's got a rolled ankle, I thought he was excellent. And some of his touches showed why he once went for £5 million.
Yeah, 100%.
In all fairness.
100%. Onto our goal, Tom. Obviously, this was in the second half, towards the second half. We'll pass the mic down.
Too many of us.
It was a rare moment of quality for us when Mr. mentioned when we got into the final third. This was the first time it kind of clicked. It's a really, really good ball from Martha. Yeah. Basically undefendable because of the pace it had on it. Yeah. Which made it a very difficult chance for Spence. And he took it really, really well. Yeah,
and there was I mean, I didn't see it with Spence at the time, but I mean, it's a lovely finish into the corner where the keeper can't save it, and that's what Martha can do at this level. Weak foot, strong foot. He can put in a good delivery. He can beat a man. He bided his time. He waited for the right man to arrive and pulled it back to somebody who's going to score. And it came down that right hand side, which we looked more promising on the day. Left hand side we looked a bit dire on, to be honest. But right hand side with Hall and Martha and occasionally Gore or Spence, whoever got on that side, we look super dangerous. And all you need with crosses in the box, I honestly don't think they defended crosses into the box all that well today. And that was the first time we actually put a good delivery into the box and made use of it. As Steve said, we came into too many situations where we could have put a good ball into the box and we fluffed it at the last opportunity. And I think if you get some of them spot on, you create issues, and I think the issues Wycombe couldn't really deal with. Hence why they subbed off their striker for a centre half in that second half. So, yeah, I mean, that's what Martha can do, and then we saw at the very end what he can't do, which is, you know, he put in some horrific deliveries at the end. But you know, when he's on it and when he can put in a ball like that, it's great. And Spence time and again finds himself in the right situation, which is what a centre midfield of his quality does. So yeah, it was a good goal from our perspective. But again, you like to think maybe we could have had some more.
Yeah, I agree. Before I come on to join this one, please make sure you've subscribed. If you haven't already, nearly 2,000, 40 away from 2,000 subscribers. I'd get in the middle of the show this time, so it's not at the end. Towards the end of the game, Joy, we were on top. We were definitely on top, but we just couldn't create that one opportunity. And again, it mentions that Martha had two really good opportunities to cross the ball in. Yeah. It's really, really frustrating. Now that's why I feel the frustration, because we were probably, for the second half, we were a better team. We just couldn't get over the line, really. No,
I mean, the passing was a bit awry. Gore's radar was off, I thought.
A little bit off today, yeah.
Today, to be honest. You know, in a couple of positions where he could have played forward and either mistimed it or didn't get it right. As we said, Martha, those two crosses at the very end, you know, and it's like perfection, and just lobs them out. I mean, it's, you know, you get the good one, but you get two crap ones for the good one. So swings and roundabouts, isn't it? It's typical Rotherham, isn't it? You take one step forward and then two steps back. We could have won that. Having said that, we could have easily lost it.
We absolutely could.
Well.
They had chances, didn't they?
They had some really good chances. I mean, that one when they just put it outside the post when he.
Yes, on Udinma again.
On Udinma. I thought he was the best player on the
easily.
Park,
I agree. I agree with that.
Country mile. Yeah. So you know. At 1-0, I would have settled for 1-1.
Yes.
Because we didn't look like we were going to get through them at all.
Yeah.
But retrospectively, I would have liked to have thought we could have come away with the 3 points, to be honest, Matt.
Yeah. But to finish on the game before we go into man of match, Steve, it's important to take a step back. That's a really, really good thing that we are coming away disappointed. They're a solid team. They're a decent, solid team with Ron Udinma, one of the best players in the league. To come away disappointed is actually a really good place to be, I suppose.
Absolutely. I mean, as I say, I'm disappointed we didn't win it, but I'm also pleased that we got a point because we deserved it.
Yeah.
We're a very combative team now. The amount of work that they put in. I mean, my favourite player, Mr. Gore, his radar was off a bit today, but the amount of work he put in was incredible.
Absolutely.
As was Spence between them and Powell, and it was their efforts. I think second half, winning the ball back, the second balls that we won in the second half were superb. Yeah. First half not great, but the second half, the amount of ball that we had to be able to spray out to particularly Denzel Hall, who, I mean. He's got pace to burn, that boy.
Some player, isn't he?
But I really enjoyed it second half, and I mean, I'm okay with 1-0 because that was my score prediction, so full points.
Right, let's finish on man of the match. It won't be Mr. Stocksbridge, the referee, today. I can tell you that for now.
Sebastian.
Yeah, old Sebastian in the middle. So, first of all, in the comments, let us know who your man of the match was. There's some options today. Steve, we'll start with you there, mate. Who's your pick for man of the match?
Well, I'm going to give it to Jordan Hugo, just out of sheer bravery and effort and some quality on the ball. I mean, Spence is the obvious one, and I thought Denzel also deserved a mention. But I'm going to give it Jordan Hugo.
I like that. Fair enough. Joy, who's your pick?
Well, I want to mention Holmes' little cameo. I thought he was quite solid when he came on, to say that's the first time he's played in a while. But I'm with you, Steve. I thought Jordan. I thought his little touches were amazing, and you know, had things worked in a better way, we could have had a couple of goals from them. Yeah. Bye-bye. Thank you. See you next time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Team boss just
To be fair, Tom, I think I want to get a shout out for Hamish Douglas today.
I was going to say.
You saw pre-match with the Owen Jenkinson moment. You could see how much it was filled with emotion, and he kind of played that way. And if he had an extra yard or two of pace, he broke through the second half. I thought
he made the wrong decision. He made the wrong decision.
He should have kept going.
He should have kept going with it.
I think Hamish Douglas is very close to being my man of the match.
He's mine. Honestly, he is mine. I think every single time he won it in the air, he won it on the floor, and every single time he gave it to someone in front of him, he gave it to Gore or Spence. He kept the ball moving. It wasn't a clueless ball upfield. I think for 20 years old, playing under the occasion that he played in with his best mate, having a minute's applause before the game, I think for him to do that at 20 years of age is exceptional. And I think he is, with everything that happened outside the game and the game itself, he's my man of the match. I think he was a rock at the back, and I think mentally, I think he's one of our strongest players at this time. So I'd give it him, absolutely.
I think that's fair. And well said. We'll finish on obviously the Owen Jenkinson minute's applause pre-game. The video that the club put up. None of us, I don't think, met Owen, but you can tell by the reaction of the people that know him how much of an inspiration he was to everybody around him. And it was brilliant to see the fans and the players and everything else come together and appreciate a Miller like that. So we'll finish on, I normally say up the Millers, but we're going to finish on once a Miller, always a Miller.